If you are in the process of searching for a new position, either that because of the layoff that happened due to COVID-19, and you want some practical advice, this video is for you. I'm Lubna Sharif. I'm an industrial organizational psychology consultant, and part of what I do is I do career coaching, and I help individuals in their journey, either through career change or just finding new opportunities that suit them. Unfortunately, in today's world, is not the best person who can do the job get higher, but the person who knows how to get higher. This may seem a little bit contradictory, but it's not. And as a job searcher, you are not powerless. And the employee, organization, or even the hiring manager, you don't hold all the cards. You do. So you need to know and learn how to optimize your chances and how to be able to get hired. You have the power. You can take charge of your destiny. Job market is becoming more and more unfriendly place for job searchers. And so it's becoming more crucial for you to have the right tools in your toolbox. In this video, I will share with you 5 tools, tips, or just advices on how you can optimize your chances and get in the job you want. Number 1, take it slow. It's becoming more normal and a standard that the job search takes months instead of days or weeks. And remember, one of the books that I really advise anyone who's going through a career change or just searching for a job to get is What Color is Your Parachute? It's a great book. It's been every year there is a new version, and it's been in the print since 1975 or 76. I'm not sure about the date. I will double check. It's a great book, and it really gives you a lot of advice and a lot of things I learned the hard way before buying the book. I could have saved myself a lot of trouble. It really gonna take time. I understand you have bills piling up. It's not easy with the current economic condition, but the job search does take time. And remember, every rejection, every no takes you closer to the yes. Second tip or advice is Google is the king. It's not, the resume doesn't have that power it used to have in the past. And I know a lot of individuals who spend a lot of money on optimizing their resume. It's great, but that's not all what you need. Working with individuals, working with experts, resume writers, and I have a lot of respect for a resume writer, but what you really need is a sample format that can be readable by an ATS system. And then that gives you basically a foot to the door where your resume can, but then the recruiter have over 200 resume to go through. It's still gonna check a resume for less than a minute. I will be generous and see a minute per resume, and sometimes it's less than that. Instead, and is optimizing your online presence. Even if your resume gets passed and the recruiter is happy to say, they will Google your name. What comes up, it's really important. They come up your LinkedIn profile, your Facebook profile, or your social media will come up if it's public. You have public access on those social media, and they will see what kind of person you are. Study shows that 91% of US employees will check their candidate online presence, online social media, and 70% will reject people based on what they found in their social media. So it's great if you're applying for a job, clean up your social media, basically. And the second note is create a portfolio, especially if you're going, it depends on what kind of position you're looking for. Some might be easier to create your online portfolio. Some might not be that great to create an online portfolio. If you have the option, or you can showcase who you are by creating an online portfolio, and the easiest way to do is use Google site, it's free. You can have a basic portfolio format on Google site and add the link to your resume. The second thing is LinkedIn. LinkedIn can be a great tool when you are searching for a job, not only because you can connect with people, and this is we can talk more about in the next step, but also you are showcasing who you are as a professional. So LinkedIn is more of a professional platform. It's not like a social media where you can post anything. It's mostly focused on showing who you are in your professional life. And a lot of recruiters will connect with you through LinkedIn. And if they have a position that they think you will be a great fit for, they will send you the information. It's really a great way of optimizing your online presence. And another one is using keyword optimization to make your online presence more visible when they search your name. You will have more control on what they see depending on the keyword and the buzzword you are using. The same thing you're using in your resume, you can use it on your online profile as well. And the third tip is network regularly. I know, and this is something I was guilty of in the past, where I spent more time searching and applying for jobs online versus networking. And all the great positions I held before were more through friends or acquaintances or people I worked with in the past who recommended me. And I know a lot of people who get great opportunities and job was not because they were applying online, but mostly was through networking. So networking is more important than just applying online. You apply online, you have more, you're competing with hundreds of other people who are applying for the same position. Networking, you are in direct contact with the person, and job search become more like it's a human nature. So you will be more tend to hire as a hiring manager, you will hire someone that you know versus someone you don't know. So this is where it comes. Someone who was recommended said that person will be perfect fit for this job, will be perfect for this position. I worked with them, I can vouch for them, versus someone you don't know. You're taking your chances on that person. That might not sound fair, but this is the reality. And there is hundreds of jobs, hundreds of vacancies every single month that are not even posted, published, or anything, where the hiring manager goes and see their network and ask them, oh, can you check with your network? So a lot of things happen during the networking. Yes, it might not be fair, but you really need to network. That's where you can, the most result you will get is through networking. And also joining professional organization that's fit within your discipline. So for example, I'm part of a project management institution. I'm part of organizational psychology. I use PSYOP as well. I'm part of NSLS, which is the leadership organization. So there's so many organizations that you can be part of and take full advantage of their networking events. And the last point, tip, or tool for your toolbox is track your progress. Respect yourself enough to track your progress and see the hard work you are doing. The best way to track your progress is by using an Excel sheet. This or anything that makes sense to you. For me, I use Excel sheets because I have more control over them. And this is something I used in the past, and I will leave it in the comment down below or in the description, link to this Excel sheet if you want to use it. This is the Excel sheet I use. It's very simple, and I used a pre-existing template from Excel, and I modified it to fit within the need of someone who's going through a job search or job hunting, and just to give you a clear idea on how you track your progress. The first is the name, the company of the name, and the job posting. I recommend you can just put the link to the job posting here, or Or you can actually put the link from the opening. So basically here what you do is you have the job opening, the link, description, experience requirement, and salary, and you can add notes. So this is you can keep a track of or a list of all the jobs that you're interested in. And then in the candidates tab here, you can have the name of the company and the job posting. So you already have the other information in this tab. And then you have the status. Did you apply? You didn't apply. If you applied, what is the date? And normally, if you don't hear anything within 30 days, I will say, don't even bother going back or trying to connect because unfortunately, not every single company replies. But and here you can add if you received a response or you didn't receive a response. So also that give you a better idea on how companies are operating and the difference between a company and another. Then did you send an email confirming the interview if they reply and you have there is an interview is being scheduled? Did you reply with the email? And also you can use which template to use for the email. Do you research? Did you do research before the interview? A second, there is the active daily activity tab, and this is very important because certain activities are high. This is something I come up with is you have certain activities are high, certain activities are low in terms of reward. So if you are doing informational interview that's qualify as high activity in your job search versus if you're applying for an opening online, that is a low activity in your job search. Networking, that is a high quality because if you're really job hunting and looking for a job, the best way is networking, informational interview, doing follow-up after interviews, optimize your online presence, especially in your social media. LinkedIn page is really important. And others are if you just send your resume at random or you are applying online and doing search online, that's more time consuming and less rewarding. I hope all the information I shared with you today was really helpful, and I wish you all the best in your search.